Hello friends and neighbors, it's your friendly neighborhood Huffington Grizzly right here on the Slightly Timid West. Now, I was doing my Crusader Kings Badge of Venice playthrough, and I did do 2 recordings of it because some amazing things happened, but none of my microphone did not pick up any noise whatsoever. So instead of going through it all over again, which I'll come out once a week, much of this stuff. But instead, I thought we'll try some Dragon Age Origins because the Dragon Age 3 is coming up, and this is a good game that people need to remember. One of BioWare's finest. Alright, so without any further ado, let's dive into a new game. Dragon Age Origins. I got the DLC, so we can go through all of that as well. Make this one big playthrough, just for you. Aren't I lovely to my fans? Sorry, I really needed a drink. I have a very dry mouth. It's made out of sand. It's hard to eat, hard to drink, and now the sand is moist and it's all sticky and horrible. But I do what I must, bring back these wonderful playthroughs to you lovely people. And so it is, the Golden City blackened. Each step you took in my home, marvel at the protection for fleeing. You have brought sin to heaven and doom upon the world. And a very slow frame rate. Is it? The Chantry of Theodorus and 8.
The Chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead, they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation. The Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness, and prevailed. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. For I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
Dragon Age. Yeah. The background you select will determine which 6 distinct opening stories you play throughout. It'll also affect how characters respond to you throughout the game. Close. So, male or female? Start off with the simple stuff. Unlike most medieval kingdoms, much like my Venice in Crusader Kings 2, men and women of Ferelden are generally considered as equals, that's a nice thing, really. No one's against that. And both genders are easily represented in most organizations, noble houses, and military forces. Oh, that's great. But I think we stick for a man for the moment, don't you? Yeah. Humans are boring. Elves should be elves. If I remember right, the elves can't grow beards, and beards are cool, so that leaves us with dwarves. Dwarves. Done it. Regularly bound by caste and tradition, the dwarves have been waging a losing war for generations, trying to protect the last stronghold of their once vast underground empire from the Darkspawn. Dwarves are very tough and have a high resilience to all forms of magic. Sorry, that's my epicness leaving the body again. Thus preventing them from becoming mages. +1 strength, +1 dexterity, +2 constitution, I want to say. 10% chance to resist hostile magic. And I think it should be a warrior. Dwarf commoner born casters and landwear rank is everything and bound as the lackey and the thug of a local crime lord. You spend your life invisible until chance thrusts you into the spotlight, where you can finally prove whether you will defend your action. You'll be defined by your actions or your birth. That's a nifty origin story right there. What's the other one? Dwarven noble. As a favoured child of the Dwarven king, you proudly take up your first military command, only to learn that the deadly intrigues of family and sycophants may pose a greater danger than even the battlefield. Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds a good one. Yes, be a Dwarven noble. Look at that face. That is a face right there. I'm not going to go with a priest, I'm going to make my own, but it's always nice to start off with one. Skin tone, let's make him pale. Let's give him a tattoo. Yeah, tattoo color. Green, I like green. Hair. I have got some extra downloaded hair like that, which I think is perfect. You know, make it better if it was ginger. Not black. No, back. No, not ginger enough. That's right. Change the beard. No. You know what? I'm thinking that maybe, yeah. I'm thinking that being a man, on the slightly Timmy West, we're all about gender equality, and I think we need a good female lead. Did we? Or a man? Oh, I don't know. I'm going to flip my phone into the air. If it lands on the back, it will be female. If it lands on the front, it will be male. Back. That's female. You heard it. The phone of fate decided for us. We need to be a lady. Yeah, greetings to you. Let's make her bald. Give her really bushy eyebrows. Black eyebrows. Oh no. Gray. Skin complexion. old. Get rid of the blush. Get rid of the lips. Get rid of the eyeshadow. Old bitch. That's what we are. Old bitch I do. Ah, yes. Many a time have I run into the old bitch I Dukin herself. She used to look regal, but then she has to look like an old bitch. Yeah, she is old bitch I Dukin. Brow high, right on his eyes. Oh, I don't like what you're doing. I'm a nagging old bitch. No shape. It's not witchy enough. That one. But it needs to be bigger. And the nostrils need to be wider. And the bridge needs to be thinner. And the tip needs to be thinner. And the tip needs to be bigger. Chin needs to be bigger depth. Chin needs to be right out there. It needs to be really thin as well. Jaw needs to be really thin. No, it needs to be really big. No, as there. Joey hair. She has no eyebrows. That's better. Eyebrows take away from the charm of her nose, which is clipping into her face. She needs to have massive ears that you'll never see. A really thick neck. No, thin scrawny one. Yeah. Now let's get her a tattoo. Yeah, there we are. Old bitch I do. Portrait. There. Big red background to show her fierceness. This old bitch is fierce. But yeah, she's into death metal. She's like, I'm coming for you, motherfuckers. I'm the old bitch I Duke. There she is. We all happy with old bitch I Duke? I know I am. Next. Cunning, yeah. Strength, yeah. Crazy. I always pick this. It's like speech checks. Kinda helps with speech. And if anyone knows the old bitch I do, she has a silver tongue, silver as her silver hair. Another mod, not in the game. I don't know where it come from, so I don't really use it. Two-handed, she's one crazy bitch. Bend her arms. Pummel strike. Play. Difficulty. Let's give it easy on the old bitch. Left click on any of your characters to take control of him or her. Try positioning each of your characters tactically. Move rogues into backstab position or move archers to a hill to rain down arrows while your melee fighters hold the line. Like, oh, what's his name? On Mass Effect. Hold the line guy. I want to say Kirihine, but I know that's not it. It might be. He was a Solarian. Hold the line. And when he moved in that scene, his legs doesn't move. And oh, here we go. Yeah, no, sir. His upper body
Deep
moves, but that's
beneath
it.
the Frostback Mountains sits Orzammar, the larger of two known remaining dwarven cities in the world. Orzammar was once the seat of a major empire connected by tunnels called Deep Roads, which stretched thousands of miles. The city now stands alone, cut off from the rest of the dwarven ancestral lands by the Darkspawn incursion. Secure in Orzammar's impregnable construction, the dwarven noble houses continue their centuries-old power struggles. Assassination and blackmail are commonplace, but the appearance of honor is paramount. You are the second child of King Endron of House Aeducan, the 9th Aeducan ruler elected by the Noble Assembly. You grew up in a world rife with political intrigue, and have struggled against brothers and cousins for honor and prestige. Today, a feast celebrates your first military commission, the opening move towards real power in the ever-changing game of dwarven politics.
Greetings, my lady. You are dressed and ready. Excellent. I couldn't find the armor's matching dagger, but I scrounged up a rather fancy longsword. Do you wish to wear your shield to the noble's feast?
Do I wish to wear my shield to feast? Leave it! I don't want to look fearful in front of my younger children and brothers.
You couldn't look anything less than beautiful. The armor only accentuates it.
Oh, you.
Although the idea of you charging naked into battle holds a certain appeal.
No, it doesn't. No. Grom. Ew. Close the door, and we'll talk more about naked charging.
Don't you remember how this game goes? I get undressed, then one of your brothers or cousins appears and thrashes me. I'll take my chances somewhere outside the palace if you don't mind. Perhaps after the feast.
You
Well, thoughts for later, I suppose.
dog. You horny bitch.
Moving on to the business at hand. The king expects you to make an appearance at the feast, but there's no rush. The noble family heads will spend hours boring your father with petitions and petty grievances.
The art of ruling is hardly boring.
If you say so. Listening to 100 lords complain that their neighbors use the same underhanded tactics they themselves employ would tire on me after about, a minute. Still, there are other excitements. As part of the celebrations, permits have been auctioned off to members of the merchant caste who wish to sell wares in the Diamond Quarter. Lord Harrowmont has also opened up the provings for young warriors to test their mettle before tomorrow's battle. Rumor has it that Harrowmont hopes you'll be swept off your feet if a well-placed young nobleman wins the provings in your honor.
Who? Who would want to sweep her off her feet? Who? Dwarves are fucked. Oh. Should we tell them I already have all the man I need, you perverted old... No, not old, you're young. Where am I?
Why not? I'll just wear a sign that says assassinate me before Lady Aeducan marries beneath her. Better yet, let's just enjoy the time we have before the feast.
Did I ever tell you I've been married 194 times? But the proving sounds appealing. Let's go have a look.
With you as always, my lady. The day is ours until the feast.
The day is mine, not yours, you little prick. Old bitch Aeducan. Old bitch Aeducan.
As you say.
She's a bitch. She is old. She's not Aeducan. Old bitch Aeducan. Old bitch Aeducan. She's stealing stuff from her room. Where she'll go now to her doom. Oh bitch Aeducan. Open that door. Go through that door. Look down the hallway. Go down the hallway. Past the guards.
Milo Dolan? Oh.
You thought you could escape me, you ginger bitch? Come here.
I'm sorry. I thought you were Prince Balin coming down the hall. Forgive me.
How could you model him up? I don't even know what he looks like, but come on, she's gotta look a little bit distinctive. What is with you dwarfs? Who are you?
She's, it seems she's one of your brother Balin's newest, companions. Prince Balin is attending the feast being held in Lady Iduken's honor.
Yes, of course. It was presumptuous of me to think that he would return to... I am sorry. I will show myself out. With your leave, my lady.
Go or stay. I don't care.
Thank you. I will go now.
I wonder if there's anything I can steal from my brother's room. Nope.
Shall be done.
Take the one merch spell. Ha! Now my brother would be able to keep his pants on. Mwah! Although it looks like he has trouble doing that already. Mwah! Just looking at in the corner. She's judging me and I'm playing her. Oh, this is tough. Open Chadukan. Open that door.
It is begun.
Open Chadukan. Go to the hall. Go in the war for Obichadukan. Zoom the camera to change from an over-the-shoulder perspective, well, an explanation view, to a top-down tactical view. Hold down the right mouse button to move the camera in either mode. Obichadukan, what are you doing? Obichadukan, you should be pooing.
Your father has allowed the merchants to show their wares in the Diamond Quarter during these celebrations.
Thank you, Grom. I shall buy myself some drinking from the Fountain of Youth.
Sure, we can work this out reasonably.
Huh?
It's in the records. There's nothing I can do.
Oh, this looks good. Let's talk to the ginger.
Please, Master Volney. My work is accredited by the Shaper.
These books are lies written by the enemies of House Volney.
Ooh.
I write only what I find in the ancient records. Lady Iduken, you can vouch for my work, can't you? Your father loved my History of Iduken, Paragon King, Peacemaker.
I like that bit too. I especially like the bit with the cooking recipes. Ah, I greatly enjoyed that book as well.
This worm has written a book that slanders my house.
Shut up, you. That is a serious charge.
He deserves to die for what he has written of Paragon Volney.
Tell me what it says, scholar. I can't read anymore. These eyes aren't real.
My work tells the stories of all those raised paragons in the last 500 years.
Boring.
When the Assembly names a paragon, that man or woman is then, by definition, everything one can aspire to be in the world.
Like Nicolas
They
Cage.
form their own noble houses and are revered as living ancestors. But paragons start off as men.
House Cage.
Volney was more than a man.
He was a dickhead. What was Iduken like before he was a paragon?
Iduken was much loved, but he was still a man. He was plagued by melancholy, and his fervor regarding Orzamar's safety bordered on obsession. When Iduken was proposed as a paragon, only one lord in the Assembly objected. The others savagely hacked him to death.
Ah, politics.
Iduken's motion passed without a single dissenting vote.
Unlike Volney, is that what you mean, old man?
Volney became a paragon by the narrowest margin in history. One vote. A vote mired in rumors of intimidation, intrigue, and outright bribery. The records of that vote are kept in the Shaperate and are a matter of fact. Not liking history doesn't make it any less true.
The scholar is right. No, that's F1.
You're taking his side? What if he published a book like this about your paragon Iduken?
Shut up!
Do not order me about like some low-caste peon. This is not finished.
That fool has no idea how weak his house is or how low he sits in it. Shall I have him killed, my lady?
Yes, and make sure everyone knows while he died. Because he was a dickhead.
Understood.
shown yourself more daring and aggressive today than most believed of you. Someday I hope to write of the great exploits you are sure to perform.
Word has been sent. He won't live past the hour.
You've shown House Ayduken a friend to research, history, and the glory of our people.
You'll remember this when you write of me.
Of course. Heroism and pity for the small man have always been hallmarks of House Ayduken. Now, I must try to make sense of these notes. Good day, Your Highness, and thank you.
Oh, but I do can just killed a man. Oh, but I do can killed a cat.
That's outrageous. You certainly have some gall, merchant.
But my lord, these are surface silks, dyed with the finest saffron and indigo and embroidered by skilled elven tradesmen.
Ooh,
I've seen Prince Balin Ayduken himself wearing a robe made of something quite similar.
my
So
brother.
I pay your exorbitant price, only to end up looking like a poor imitation of Prince Balin. You'll get no coin from me.
But that's not what I meant, my lord. My lord!
It's okay, I'll buy straight from you.
My Lady Ayduken, you honor me by visiting my humble booth. May I show you my wares?
Of course, good merchant.
Please, look as you will.
I'll look as I will. I'll look damn fine while I'm doing it. I don't need a dagger. And I don't need a mace. I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that. I would have liked one of these noble clothings though. It's a shame. She's saying that. Give her them all. Two-handed. She likes things she could use with 2 hands, bitch. Oh, bitch, I do can.
Atrastvala, big sister. How surprising to run into you out among the common folk.
Especially since duty requires that you attend our King Father at the feast today. Have you so little respect for him to disregard his wishes on a day set aside for you?
Lord Harrowmont told me we wouldn't be needed for hours at least.
Silence! If I want the opinion of my siblings second, I will ask for it.
Yes, Your Highness.
What is it with dwarfs? It's like an orgy of dicks. Don't speak to Grom like that. I'm older than you.
I speak to lower houses and castes as they should be spoken to. Now do as I say.
Keep barking orders. I'm sure I'll care someday.
Your lack of a sense of duty to your house is obvious. I can't imagine why you are receiving a commission. I expect after tomorrow I'll spend much time apologizing to the heads of the noble houses for the deaths of their children under your incompetent command.
Dude, not cool.
That's a bit harsh, isn't it, Trian?
Damn right.
As heir to the throne, it is my duty to impart wisdom and judgment upon those who need it. Now then, you, get to the feast.
Kiss my ass, Trian. It's all wrinkly and needs a good suck.
I'd advise you to watch that tongue, dear sibling. Father will not live forever. Come, Balin.
That was fun. Nothing like being talked down to by the next king.
Ooh, he's got to be alive to be king. He's got to be alive to be king. I'm alive somehow.
Perhaps this isn't the best place for that sort of talk, shall we?
Ooh. Intrigue. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, bitch, I do care. Killing her brothers, cause they're not lovers. Oh, bitch, I do care.
What about that one?
I doubt he's up to the task. I'm not going down that road again.
You'll go down
Oh, I
my
would
road.
love to end up with... Greetings, my lady. May I say you look striking today. Is this your paramour? He wears both his vambraces, unmarried and eligible.
I'm flattered, ladies, but I'm not a noble. I'm a knight of the warrior caste.
Warrior caste isn't bad.
Telly, we didn't pay gold for these permits to take warrior caste.
I guess you're right. Sorry, sir.
Are you two merchants of some kind?
Not exactly, my lady.
They're noble hunters, my lady. Because a man takes his caste from his father, they hope to bear a noble lord's son. If a noble hunter succeeds, she is raised up to join the house as a concubine to care for her son. It brings new swords to a house, so many nobles look favorably on such women.
So they're vagina merchants. I bet they do.
Well, men will be men. Even your brother Balin has had his dalliances.
Perhaps you could tell him we're here?
Ellie, mind your manners.
Balin and the Slotfest. Sure.
My lady is kind and generous beyond her duty.
I think I watched that film, Balin and the Slotfest.
Invest in the next great trade expedition!
No!
Greetings, my Lady Aeducan. I am so honored to have you visit my booth. I have a proposition, but I dared not approach.
Yet you dare now.
Grom, try to be more friendly.
Very well then, speak.
Yes, just so. Here's the thing. What I mean to say is...
It's alright.
Sorry. So nervous. I had a dagger made for you as a gift for your first command. I sent a messenger to deliver the dagger to you. Prince Trian had him thrown out. I don't know what offense he caused, but I had him beaten severely.
You only had the messenger beaten?
If it would please your highness, I would gladly have him killed.
If you agree to kill him, I'll see the dagger.
Of course. 1,000 thanks to you. Here it is, your highness.
That's an amazing piece, merchant.
You do me much honor, sir. The blade has been crafted over a period of 2 years by masters of every art. I wish to bless the lady's first command and hope that someday, when she rules, she will wear it.
Trian is heir. He will rule when King Endrin returns to the stone.
If the assembly wills it. Forgive me, sir, but whispers say the second child of Endrin will be chosen.
Whispers indeed. It's a princely gift. If Trian recognizes it, though, it may send the wrong message. Or the right one, depending on your view.
Damn what Trian thinks, I'll take it.
Thank you.
He can kiss
you
my
bring
wrinkly ass.
uncountable honor to me.
What he means is that you'll bring uncountable gold to him if you wear that piece in public.
Well, then that's exactly what I'll do. Or is it Noble's dagger? That's gotta be it. Let's have a look at this guy.
Oh, Lady Aeducan, here, in my booth. I am so...
He's fainted. You make quite the impression these days.
It's
Is it
the
hard
face.
to be the king's child, never able to just blend in?
I am what the ancestors made me, a beautiful young woman.
As are we all. Shall we move along?
Don't have a merchant.
Most exotic wares in Orzammar.
Fine, don't sell stuff to me. Hello, lady.
You are a treasure of House Aeducan, my lady.
Thank you.
My lady, are you heading to the proving arena?
Yes, I wanted to watch the provings.
We have been charged with the task of escorting you to the proving grounds.
I clean forgot about that. Forgive me, I should have informed you sooner. The king decided you are not to travel through the commons unguarded.
It's ridiculous. I do not need an armed guard.
I did mention the merchants that won permits to show their goods in the Diamond Quarter. There were only so many permits auctioned off, and quite a few were turned away. Your father fears you will be harassed on the way to the proving.
This is silly, but I will comply.
Will we be leaving then?
Yes.
We are at your command.
Pause the game to issue orders to your party. You can queue up one action for each member of your party. These actions will then execute when the game resumes. Loading! Oh yeah. Bloodsport, the greatest sport in the world. Hello! And I think this is a perfect place to end episode 1 of the Adventures of Old Bitch Hadouken. If you like this, if you want Old Bitch to go do something in the next episode, please say so in the comments. This is much my playthrough as it is yours. Thank you for joining me today. And if you subscribe, I will go to Antarctica and I will kidnap a narwhal and force it to work in my underwater casino, and I will name said narwhal after you. So there is some benefits to subscribing that no one else can offer. So this has been Halfling Grizzly, one half of the Slightly Tuned West. Tune in tomorrow for more episodes of Old Bitch Hadouken, and I'll see you later, people. Goodbye.